What is up, everybody? I hope y'all are doing good. Welcome back to some flight sim. Today we're in some prepared 3D V4 or 4.5. I think I'm in 4.5, but I'm not 100% sure. I should probably check, but I don't care that much. Hope everybody's doing good. Today we're flying our beautiful Boeing 787-10. I think that this should be the 10 if I'm correct. Oh, it's bad that I already forgot. No, sorry, we're in the 9. I don't know why I was saying 10. We're in the 9. Um, oh gosh, that's not good. We're flying it from Amsterdam Schiphol over to Washington Dulles, and we're doing a cargo flight where we're pretty heavy. We'll look here. We're at 455.7 thousand pounds with a maximum takeoff weight of around, I think about 505,000 pounds. So a little short, but we're still good. But on that note, we are pretty tall, or not pretty tall, we are pretty heavy. So we already have our flight plan entered just via SimBrief and being able to connect it. So we're going to go and execute, and then let's go ahead and reserves. We're looking at 10 point, using the wrong part of my keyboard. With the QualityWings, you can't use your side number pad, which is what I primarily use. We're flying at level 380 with a cost index of 34. Let's execute that, and on this one we're gonna go ahead and first do departure. And so we're departing from runway 18 right. Now due to 18 right being just how it's set up, it actually doesn't have a single departure, so we're just gonna be given vectors. So let's go ahead and switch to legs here, and then we want there we go, takeoff ref. So we'll come over to this screen. Let's zoom out a little bit. Oh, I can't because I'm still, downside is still there, so can't do anything else. Okay, so performance, we're going to copy FMC data. Thrust is going to be set to optimum. Condition is going to be set to wet. We're going to calculate and send output to FMC. And before we do anything else, let's go to menu, terminal charts. Use airports from FMC complete. And let's see, page down. Do we have anything besides the SIDS? Oh, all we have are SIDS. So actually we're not even gonna need that. I was gonna see if I couldn't remember if we could get a, except that, if we could get a basic terminal map, but that's no big E because we can on this. I want to hit that to swap to give us the main one. So we're going from 18 right, which means we got a long, wait, that's not right, hold on. 18 right we can't actually take off from. Let me double check and see, because that is what SimBrief gave us. But we can just swap it to, okay, here. We can just swap it to 18 center. I'm glad I checked that. 18 right just, it sounded right, but not a big deal. Glad we kind of checked that. We can accept 18 center. And we are just going to be given vectors again. So we need to go over here. And let's go ahead and re-enter our information. So we'll power that on. Menu, performance, copy FMC data, 18 center, optimum condition, wet, calculate, send to FMC, menu power. Okay, we'll accept that, and we'll just leave it like that. No biggie. Initial altitude is going to be 120, also flying runway heading. Unfortunately, no VATSIM. I was gonna do this on VATSIM, but there was just nothing, like nothing on when in terms of controllers. Kind of disappointed. 18. Let's see. Does it have a true heading for us? Let's see. BERGI's at 330. Okay. So we want 184 is what it looks like, with our initial V2 speeds. One is at 15 158. Yes, 158. I have yet to find out where to dim this. If y'all know where I can dim this light, or not this light, but the CDU, let me know, because I thought it'd be over here. But I wasn't, none of these work. Which kind of is making me believe, I feel like, because you can dim this one. So I feel like there is a way to dim it. I'm just not able to tell or find it. Not the end of the world. So we want 178. There we go. Okay, so we have beacon on. We have window heat on. Okay, I think we're good. Let me double check. Okay, I think we're good. So we're gonna go ahead and request pushback. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do it like this. Add on GSX. Because for some reason, request prepare for pushback and departure. The Control Shift F12 key. No, we're just gonna skip the icing for now.
Please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
So as I was saying, the key to pull up GSX is pulling up recording, which is weird, so I need to disable that, or just change the GSX key. Not a big deal. Okay, we're all good here. Seatbelt sign. Don't have to worry about seatbelt, to be completely honest.
Ready for pushback.
Okay, looks like we are all good. While that's going on, let me crap.
Locking gear.
How do I select oh, here it is. I always forget where exactly certain things go. So I messed this up big time. Okay. There we go. We want nose right, tail left.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes.
There we go. Got it fixed. Parking brakes are released. Beacon's good.
Conditions. Please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
Okay, we'll stand by for that. Beautiful snowy day. I know you're asking yourselves, Pinto, it's July. Why is it snowing? The reason is because I wanted it to.
Clear to start engines. Roger. Clear to start engines.
They just told us clear to start. Oh, I think that is QualityWings, the 87, telling us that we can start engines, but we can't because GSX doesn't want us to. Which is fine. We can wait a hot second to start. I feel like I'm missing something, but it doesn't look like it. I'm just doing a quick double check. Starters are off. Don't need just some fuels. Not something we're going to need to do. I think we are all good. Now, the other reason I'm kind of getting back into 87 is because the 87-10 is in the new Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. And I'm excited. I'm really, really excited to fly that along with the 47. Kind of excited about the A320. I'm not a big fan of the A320s personally, but having access to one, if it's a good quality, I'll definitely be flying it. So here we go. I don't think I've ever been to Amsterdam when it's snowy like this. Definitely been here when it's raining. Been here a lot when it's been raining. Probably about half the time half the time I've been in Amsterdam, it's been raining. Okay. Okay, parking brake set, so we should be good to go ahead and start engine. So I'll flip fuel control on and let's get one started.
Okay, starting engines.
I don't think I can mess this up. Hopefully not, because that's literally all that takes to start the engine. Unless I mess something up. Lord, if I just made that comment and messed it up. Okay, there we go.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Okay. Got good. Sounds like we got good start. Showing good numbers. 6.5, 7, 8, then 9. Perfect. There we go. Beautiful sound of a 787 Gen. The Gen X, I think is what this is. Is that it? I think that's the engine that's used. The Gen X, it's either on the 87 Gen X or it's the 47-8. I always forget. Okay, looks like engine 1 is stabilized, so let's go ahead and get engine number 2 going. Also go ahead and throw on our taxi lights. There they go. Okay, the last thing I want to do is, we'll do in a second. Let's take a look at our flight plan. Take off, we'll go fly runway heading. We'll probably fly runway heading for about 10 miles. 10 to 20 miles, and then we'll vector ourselves straight to BERGI, and then it's over to pretty much over to, I think that would be UK. I think we go just south of the mainland United Kingdom, over Ireland, straight across, and then we come in. We are actually pretty low on the NAT tracks. We're not getting anywhere really close to Iceland or Greenland at all, which is good for us. Okay. There we go. So we're going to 18 center. I don't think I've ever taken off from 18 center. I think. I feel like I've taken off in real life from 36 center, if I'm correct. That's what it is. Okay, so now that that's done, let's switch that back to, is it info that we want? Which one is it? I always forget the correct one. There we go. Is it fuel, air, door? Okay, gear, flight control. There we go. A little rusty on the 87. Okay, so we're good on that. Checking control surfaces. Put flaps down to 10. We're gonna switch this back to, not CDU, crap. ND, there we go. And then that needs CDU. We're gonna swap this over to give us our main. And then let's zoom in. I need to find out how to lower the brightness on this. I really did look around. I could not find it, but it's not the end of the world. We're gonna be fine. I know my basic taxis around Amsterdam. Oh, one last thing. We need to kill the APU. My rustiness on flight sim is showing. Okay, we're taxiing. Give her a little bit of throttle. We're still, overall, we're pretty light for an 87. Even though we're under 50,000. If we were running some passengers, we'd probably be at our max takeoff weight. Even so, more likely hitting our maximum pushback weight. I think is that what it's called? Or maximum? I think it's the maximum pushback weight, which, because your maximum takeoff weight is not the max weight you can have on your aircraft. You can have higher, not a lot, but because you can push back, and you taxi around, so you do burn a chunk of fuel before you actually end up getting to the runway. I think it's called maximum pushback weight. I feel like that's right, but don't quote me on that. So here we go. We're gonna take a left here, parallel this runway, which I think is 09/22, if I remember correctly. And then we will come up. 36, unfortunately, is a semi-long taxi. Could be worse, or sorry, 18 center, but it could be worse. We could be taking off from like 36 right, which is so far away. There we go, beautiful 787. Figured I'd just give us a little outside view of it. Beautiful wing view. Okay. So to give you an idea, this is where we're taking off, and this is runway 36 right, or 18 right, 36 left. There we go. Not the prettiest in terms of taxi, but could be worse. You know, it's a beautiful taxi in real life because you actually you get to see a lot of tulip fields during the summer. And it's been probably 3 or 4 years since I've actually been, no, not 4, probably 3 years since I've actually gotten to have any sort of takeoff from that that runway. I think I'll say this, the last time we landed, no, it's next last time I landed in Amsterdam, I came into I think that's 18 right, which was cool. Downside, it wasn't a pretty day. Now, the last time I flew into Amsterdam, I did come into this runway 18 center, and then ended up remote gating like right here. It was really, really weird that we had a remote gate. I think that's the only time I've ever had a remote gate into Amsterdam, and it was on 67. Now, personally, I do like remote gating. I absolutely love it. Do y'all like remote gating? Like, tell me down in the comments if that's something y'all enjoy doing. I enjoy it because it's cool to get kind of getting a little fast here. You get to kind of get up close, personal with aircrafts. One of my favorite moments was one of my favorite moments was 3 years ago, I think. I got to enjoy a remote gate 747. Okay, I'm checking. I hit the brakes a little too hard, and that was really cool. It was into Frankfurt. I flew San Francisco, Frankfurt, and it was cool getting to get up close with a 47 like that. Only other time was there was a event in San Francisco where I was able to go back. It was a semi-public event, as long as you could get tickets to it, where you got up close and personal to United 47. So I have a picture next to the engines, and then underneath it, and you just don't, it's really hard to grasp how huge that plane is until you're just there next to it. So that was super cool to me. But here we go. There's always a bunch of planes parked over here in real life. Usually, I think 9 times out of 10, there's some sort of Delta A330, but of course, who knows how things are now. Amsterdam's it's an interesting airport because it's a huge hub for Delta. If you looked at their pre 2020 schedule in and out of there, you would just see, I mean, they had maybe 20 flights a day, which doesn't seem like a lot, but considering they're all wide bodies, all to the United States, it's crazy. So I'm trying to. You also find some weird aircraft. I'm trying to think. I've seen Brunei Airlines, Brunei Airways, Brunei. Forget how to say it. It's the tiny little country that's in is that Indonesia? I think it's surrounded by Indonesia. I think I've seen them there once. Middle East Airlines, I'm pretty sure. Garuda, Indonesia. I've seen them there sometimes. You can see some. That's the one thing I do enjoy about going to places like London, Brussels, and a little Paris and a little Amsterdam, is you get to see some kind of cool airlines. So we're going to slow down. I just need to go here because, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I just need to check. We actually take this left because this allows us to taxi around the runway. So if you actually were taking, if for some reason you were taking off 18 right, you taxi this way as opposed to taxiing the other way, because you don't want to taxi in front of planes taking off. You can taxi behind them, but in front of them could be a safety issue. Let's go ahead and hold short for a second. All the engines. Okay, so we have, let's get landing lights on, strobe on. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, parking brake off. We got speed, heading, and altitude all set. We are good to go. Don't see any AI aircraft there. The other thing I was thinking about with Microsoft Flight Sims, I'm excited to play this with multiplayer. I really, I hope there's gonna be, if I remember correctly, there's gonna be like a way to do it where you'll be with like some like serious players. It's gonna be really, really nice. Here we are, 1-8 center. Okay, and let's go. Okay.
80 knots. Check.
Not my best lineup, but not my worst. About to hit V1.
V1. Rotate.
Okay, we'll begin pulling
V2.
back. Okay, we're good. That's me a little bit overcorrecting.
Gear up.
Okay, go pull back a little more. Oh God, we're climbing fast for how heavy we are. Okay, let's go ahead and turn on auto throttle. We'll increase it up to 220. We're gonna manually fly her for a second. We're gonna have to execute a turn. Probably end up making a turn to 240, and then making another turn to intercept the flight path. So we'll go ahead and turn to 240. We'll go hand flyer for a second. About to crest 2,000. We're going to increase our kind of rate of climb. Ooh, our
Laps 5.
why is it running us so slow? I know why. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and turn them on autopilot. Actually,
Autopilot on. Autopilot.
we're gonna do heading first. So I said 240, and then we'll move to intercept the flight plan.
Flaps 1.
Flap. We're gonna hold off on flaps 1. Okay, actually, we'll go for flaps 1. We're gonna increase our climb rate to 2,000. I do love a beautiful snowy Europe, and I'm excited. Now, one thing y'all will see soon is once we get our hands on some flight sim, Microsoft Flight Sim, I will be doing some IFR, checking out some cool stuff. And then we'll probably go to, I'm thinking about 360 or 010. No, 340. I misjudged that. Not a big deal.
You will be earning valuable miles on your flight today. If you're not a member, please visit us at QWingSim.com. In just a few minutes, we will be beginning our complimentary meal and beverage service on a first class coach. In coach, beer, wine, and margaritas can be purchased with a debit or credit card. We apologize if we do not accept cash. In-flight entertainment available on this aircraft includes audio, video, on demand, as well as Wi-Fi, all included free of
After the
charge.
takeoff
The flight
checklist.
attendant will be coming through the aisles with complimentary headsets. Now we invite you to
Okay.
sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Let's swap this over, and should be checklist for after takeoff. Landing gear up, flaps up. It is complete. So I'll take, yep. Okay, we're good. Let's go ahead and throw this back down to there. And let's go ahead and give us a quick direct. Execute. Throw on LNAV, VNAV. And we're good. Beautiful Amsterdam down there. Actually, this is probably not Amsterdam as much as maybe The Hague. Wait, The Hague is, no, sorry, The Hague is in Belgium. Antwerp. There we go. Antwerp or maybe Rotterdam? My geography probably isn't the best. Well, everybody, thank you for stopping by for this episode. I will catch y'all in the next one when we do our descent, landing, taxi, and spool down into Washington Dulles. Until then, have a good one. Goodbye.